Chargers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. More from L.A. in a moment. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Warrior 70. Rig alert. Rig alert.
They'll look to throw here. And this one too low. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
This is brought in at the 21. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded at about the 28. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On 1st down, it's Herbert. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Second and 10. He'll drop to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now back to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, LA! Stephon Diggs. 62 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Norman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jets, nothing.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Norman. And he'll go down at the 28.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. It's Norman, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, Norman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Alert, alert. Panther Street, Panther Street. Let's go.
They'll try the left side. It's Norman. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. a great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. More from L.A. in a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Brewer. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Brewer. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, That gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Herbert. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
And you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
59.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action yet. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
He finds his man, complete. That's Norman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey! Hey! Smash Bronco! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! Good!
On first down, Norman. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Set.
Herbert now. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. York able to send this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Herbert. Finds Johnston. And he's up into at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Joey Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Norman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Crack ball 80.
They'll keep it on the ground. Norman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now they'll change things up.
Check. Big Lion. Go.
On 1st down, it's Norman. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Three. Steady.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Go, Reed, go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 81 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Herbert now on second down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Brevin Jordan, 68 yards. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Past the 60, past the 60. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Buffalo 18.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Come on.
Here's second and 10.
Pat the street. Pat the street. Hurt. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Rig.
They'll look to throw again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down now. It's Norman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, or that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll keep it on the ground. Brewer. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Home troops right.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The slot man in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
And now an audible here into something else.
Go check, go check.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Ready?
2nd down, goal to go.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check, hurt. Ready, right?
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Baylor Tigers.
Herbert. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now Herbert. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Let's go now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So it's a win here for the LA Chargers, and it was thanks to the fine play of their quarterback, CD, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, we really saw a quarterback at the top of his game, didn't we? That was a masterful performance. 5 touchdown passes, and I'll let you know a little secret, partner. I think it could have been more.
So for the Chargers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.